So Frankie and Bug are fascinated by the Midnight Marauder. Are you a true crime fan, Gayle? And why do you think this case fascinates Frankie and Bug?
I am not a true crime fan. I'm the one person on the planet that does not care about true crime. I'm just like, yeah, I listen to Serial. It made the drive go well, but like I feel like there's enough stuff out in the world. I don't need to fixate on this. But I did grow up in LA in the 1980s, and the Midnight Marauder is based on the Night Stalker. And the Night Stalker was terrifying. And it seemed like the people know about, like, you know, Son of Sam and some of other crazy serial killers, but like the Night Stalker, like, we were all obsessed with him. And I thought that he was looking in my window. Like, my imagination got so, you know, completely crazy that, like, I saw him outside my window and I was so scared. So I did not open my window shade even during the day for like entire months because I was so scared of him. So I don't know why, as soon as I knew I wanted to set this book in the 80s, it came to me like Frankie Bug and the Night Stalker all at once. And in the original version, I really was, I actually had it as the Night Stalker, and I was going to like great lengths. So I had to do a lot of true crime research about his crime, but it was like having to crunch the story to make it work historically. And then my editors were like, number one, we don't want it to be based on the real serial killer because we don't want kids to go and like Google it and be terrified because it's grim and gruesome. And I don't mean to make light of it at all, particularly with the number of like trans people who are murdered, like, is not to be made fun of. But there's something about these two kids who have no agency in their life and who feel like the adult world is, you know, all around them, that these two kids were going to try and catch a serial killer that had the entire state obsessed. Just to me felt like what they're desperately hoping to do is just to have some modicum of control over their lives, which you don't have when you're 10 and 11.
And did you choose the name Midnight Marauder as a tip of the hat to the Tribe Called Quest album?
I did not. I just looked for I did Night Stalker, and I was just looking for a way to do that. And then I was reading Britt Bennett's The Other Half, and there was a Midnight Marauder in there too. And I don't remember the context for it, but I was just like, I didn't steal it, I promise. But apparently I already did.
I hope kids do Google Midnight Marauder and that album comes up, because it's the greatest album they ever made, and they're one of the greatest hip hop groups of all time. So that was perfect.
Oh, I love it. So you guys are, I'm going to end on like a little, we're going to end with the poop story. But before that, we're going to do like a little lightning round. We want to see just how good friends you are. So when I ask the question, Gayle, you're going to be answering what Adam's answer.
This is like the newlywed game.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Let's see.
All right.
I think Lauren is on this Zoom.
Is she? Lauren, don't get jealous.
Text me.
All right, are we ready? Gayle, we'll start with you, so you'll answer for Adam. What is Adam's favorite food?
Golly, I don't know. I've seen Adam eat sushi and pizza. That's all I can say.
A lot. My favorite food is cheeseburgers, but we can't serve that at the political events that Gayle and I host together. So I
think we've probably done sliders at one of the events, but yes.
Yes, we did actually. That's true.
But I will, next time you come over for a barbecue, which we have not been able to do because of COVID, but
yes,
we used to do barbecues, and I had a trampoline to seduce his daughter over with.
Yes.
We'll do some good cheeseburgers.
Wow. So Adam, what is Gayle's favorite book?
I think we only talk about politics.
The answer to that. So
I have no idea what your favorite book is.
I don't know.
Wait. Is it? Hold on. Is it?
The Tale Dark and Grim?
State capture about how state governments are where democracy will live or die. I do love that book. I think about that book all the time. Yes, you do. I know that.
So Gayle, does Adam prefer to be hot or cold?
Adam doesn't like to be in the sun, but he always wears a hat, but I think he likes to be outside. So I would say he enjoys being hot, but well shaded. He has good sun protection.
Exactly right.
So Adam, does Gayle prefer?
Wait, can I just say, I wear these Tilly hats, and I wear them all the time. And I went into the dry cleaner the other day, and they were like,
I wasn't wearing my hat. And they're like, you're not wearing your hat. And I was like, and they're like, it's your trademark.
You're the hat man.
Apparently I have a trademark now.
Oh, I love it. Well, does Gayle prefer classical music or rock?
Oh, rock. She married a rock guitarist.
Can Gayle, you say something surprising that no one else knows about Adam?
Well, I'm not going to say that. Adam has written a delightful picture book, really, that his daughter dictated to him.
Oh, yes.
I'm still waiting for that to happen.
Yeah. It's about a little girl who plays hide and seek with a dinosaur, and then the dinosaur eats her, and then the dinosaur can't find her. And then eventually the dinosaur throws her up. And the moral of the story is sometimes what you're looking for was inside of you all along.
Love it so much.
One day.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Everybody, please tweet to Penguin that we need this book.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. That's like really cool.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
All right. So, Adam, can you say something surprising that, well, we might find surprising about Gayle?
You know, I want to, but I'm also seeing that it's 7:29, and if I don't have time to hear that poop story, I'm going to be so upset.
This will be the final thing, and then we'll
Okay.
get to poop.
One thing about Gayle that would surprise people. Oh gosh, it's just the kind of question. I could say so many things about Gayle, but what would surprise you all about Gayle? You know that she's brilliant. You know that she's beautiful. You know that she writes wonderful books. You know that she has an adorable puppy on her lap. The way she talked about, maybe some of you have heard this, the way that she talked about going to Ethiopia with Dembele and the experience of meeting Dembele's mother and that whole, it's not one thing that I could encapsulate in a fact, but it will open your eyes to the complexity of the world and the complexity of Gayle's mind, as well as her very rich and capacious heart.
Like you could have just said something like Gayle cannot write a single text without 2 typos.
That's not true.
It's totally true.
All right. So, Gayle, you have to tell us
The poop story.
the poop story.
Okay, so I'm 2 or 3 years old. It's Southern California where I grew up. My parents need like a new washing machine and used to go into these big stores to buy these things. And they're looking for washing machines, very boring. I also happen to be potty training at this time. And there is a display toilet at Sears. And so I do what I've been taught to do. And then I go up to my mom and I say, the toilet won't flush.
Pretty great.
The classic Gayle story. Lore. I pooped in the display toilet.
Okay. That is
Mic drop.
best poop stories I have ever heard. Oh my God.